Hey everyone, Greta here. Today we are going to talk about the strap. When you're doing a pincha, how a strap can actually delay the growth of your pincha practice and also how it can speed it up. I've seen a lot of people when they are learning or like at the very beginning stage of pincha where they're often using a strap. They strap it around their upper arms and they kick up and they feel that it's super easy, or at least it's actually manageable to kick up into a pincha. But as soon as they remove the strap, they feel like, oh my gosh, where is my pincha? And I'm going to tell you why. So if you are at the very beginning stage of pincha, when you're just kind of learning to feel your arms and shoulders carrying your entire body weight, we actually need to wake up a lot of muscles that are usually dormant or don't want to work, or not don't want to work, or maybe are just not familiar with working or bearing that much load. But once we use the strap, we're actually using the strap to do everything that the body should be doing. And with the strap, whenever the strap is around our arms, we would push into the strap, right? So when we are pushing into the strap, we're actually doing the complete opposite to what we're supposed to do when we're not using the strap going up to pincha. So that's why. So when you are not using the strap, we want to feel the chest muscles, the pecs really hugging in, the spreading of the upper back, hence the serratus anterior, and not so much about the upper traps. Yes, the upper traps will work anyways, but we don't want them to be the primary focus. So we want to feel the upper back spreading, hugging in. But then when we are using the strap, and it's very natural, especially when we're putting so much load onto the body, and especially when the body's not yet used to carrying so much load, chances are we'll push into the strap. So when we push into the strap, what would we normally do? We collapse in the upper back. So rather the upper back spreading apart, they come in. And then we tend to use a lot of the upper traps because we want to kind of hold the body, but at the same time push into the strap. So that is why when we're so used to using the strap to practice pincha, and then once we remove the strap, once we feel we are super ready, we remove the strap, then we cannot do it. So if you are in the very beginning stage of pincha, I know how exciting it is to go upside down. I would actually not use the strap. That's why I never use the strap to teach pincha. Rather, really focusing on, the spread of the upper back. Elbows want to come in and feeling the elbows pushing the floor away while maintaining the elbows hugging in. Okay, and you want to feel the power coming from the side ribs. And just practice, pressing directly down to the floor, and practice kicking up like that. It's not so much about throwing your body all the way up into the air and kind of using the wall or using the external braking system to stop you. Rather start from square one, learn from within your body. I know it takes a lot more effort, it takes a lot more time to do it this way, but then ultimately ask yourself this: where do you want to go? Do you want to just experience hanging upside down? Then if that's you, then yeah, by all means, use the strap. But if ultimately you want to, practice in the middle of the room with no props whatsoever, then, I think it's worthwhile to invest the effort. And at the same time, if you're teaching as well, see where you want the student to be, or actually maybe have a chat with your student. Where do they want them to be? So that was a quick thing about, when you're new to pincha, how you wouldn't want to use the strap, or how the strap might be delaying the growth of your pincha. But at the same time, the same prop, same thing would help you to grow. And this is for those of us who are actually quite comfortable with kicking up in pincha without any prop, maybe with a block, and also finding the balance. The balance might be in the middle of the room or might be using the wall. But at any rate, you want to feel the base quite stable, and you want to build an even more stronger and more solid base. So the same thing. What you want to do is find your strap, make a loop, and you want to measure. The loop is just as wide as the edges of your shoulders, right? And you loop it in. Same thing. But instead of pushing into the strap, make it super duper snug, you want to keep it fairly loose. So instead of using the strap and kind of push into it, you want to make sure that when you're kicking up into Pincha, that the strap is kind of loose. You can actually feel the arm muscles coming in or the elbows hugging in, and not so much about pushing everything out and away. So the strap, therefore, is a guide. It's like boundaries. Don't touch it. Or, I mean, you can touch it, but make sure that is a light touch, not like a forceful push. And that's how you can actually, grow your Pincha more faster and quicker. Okay, so that's my sharing for today. Hope it helps you and, or give you a better picture on where you are or where you want to be in your Pincha. So like my video, share it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and practice with me. I teach Pincha, handstand, a lot of things. So DM me and I'll get back to you ASAP. Take it easy.